that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one. Between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Yellow. What's the end? Shoot. Hey, 57.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Watson now to throw. It's complete to Fuller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Tuck it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
He's set. 18. 50. Yeah, let's get set. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Watson. Completes this to Waring. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A carry for Adams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Miller, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Reset. 19. 44. You must be true.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You got nothing. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, 57, 57,
They'll run it here with Adams. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Adams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Adams. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now, it's Adams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Hey, reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential next, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
On 2nd down, Meadows. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 14 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. 25. Kill. Check three, check the 6. Pull it, half. Down and roll.
A first down carry now for Miller. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
19. 50's a month. 50's a month. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check. In the car. Hot. Hot. 64. Weak. Hey, 59.
On 2nd down now, Meadows. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Yellow. 180. Let's go. It's a party now. It's a party.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Adams, 52 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Check out.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 37 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes forced it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Miller. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Yellow. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Now it's Mahomes again. He completes this one to Mack. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He may try and run for this.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call. I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught here by Adams. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference.